Hi guys, BikerKaz here. Now today I'm in the very lucky position in that I have this very lovely CB1000R Black Edition, which I've got on loan from Honda UK for a couple of weeks, which I've been riding. But also my own bike, which is this one, is the Honda previous model. This is the 2015 plate. So what I thought I'd do is I'll put them side by side for you, and then we'll have a little walk around and I'll talk to you about each one so you can see the differences. So let's have a little bit of an up close and personal look of both the bikes. So as you can see, we've got the CB1000R Black Edition, which, as I'm sure you will agree with me, does look rather stylish. Now the Black Edition means that you've got the silver bits that would be on the normal black one are actually black chrome, which is really nice. You can see really nice little bits of detailing on here, and back on the other side. Lot of styling's gone into this. I do particularly like this badge because it's a lot of the bikes now, they just come with the manufacturer's name in decals across the tank and they're not lacquered. So my worry is, especially in this weather, as you can see it is raining, is that they're just going to peel off. So I do particularly like that. So this one starts about 13,000. Described by Honda as a sport naked, but yeah, I think it's lighter and quicker than my 2015 plate one. It's only weirdly about 5 kilograms lighter, and it's actually 2 millimeters higher than my one, but it's got about 20 more bhp. It's pushing at 143 bhp with 104 newton meters of torque, so it's quite powerful. Enough shift. When you open it up, you can definitely tell it is faster and lighter, although looking on it on paper you wouldn't think so. But I do like this, really like the quick shifter on this. A lot of the bikes that I have now, loan bikes, do come with a quick shifter. Now this is an up and down quick shifter, and I have to say the one on this Honda is probably the smoothest one I've ridden, both up and down. And then we've got the single-sided swing arm, which is a CB1000R thing. And the number plate holder. I put this on social media picture and said, what do you think? So I've had very, very mixed reactions as to what people think. I personally like it because it's different, and it's nice to have a bike that is different from the norm out there. Something a bit different, something quirky. What you could do, of course, is take that off, mount the number plate up there with the rear tail tidy, which is fairly easy to do. And so you've got the Tft Screen, which is really easy to read, really, especially when you're riding along, you're glancing down, it's all very clear. You've got the yellow button here, so you've got the yellow icon here, says when the side stands down, and then you've got a green box that comes up when you're in neutral, so both very prominent, just to stand out a little bit more. And then of course you've got your rev counter, your fuel gauge, and your gear, your speed, sorry. Now this comes with 3 modes. You've got sport, standard and rain, and then there's also a user option. So the user option means you can actually set the bike up to your personal requirements, so you can set which trip you want, and actually what you want to see on the screen down here. So to change that, very easy, you just move these ones along and it comes up with different ones that you can choose from. Now to change the mode, again it's on this one. So that's the mode. So we do standard, rain, user and sport. And underneath you'll see you've got P, EB and T. So you can also, within those modes, set up the engine braking, traction control and the power. And there's 3 levels of each. You've got low, medium and high. So you can really set this bike up to suit you, which I think is really good. Very good idea. If you want to do that, it's a lot of people like modes. I personally leave it in sport and just, you know, ride it now. I don't change it if it's raining. But it's very much personal choice. So if we have a look at my bike, so this is the 2015 model. So I actually bought this for myself, and it's really nice bike, but unfortunately I let my other half have a little ride of it, and gradually it migrated over to the left side of the garage, and he now rides this way more than I do. He's always on it. He absolutely loves it. So yeah, it's one of those bikes that you do have a lot of fun on. It's just easy to ride, it's comfortable. He goes touring on this. We've done UK and Europe on this. He just pops tank bag on here and a tail pack on, and away you go. And it's just so easy. It just soaks up the miles. We've obviously done a few mods to it. So you've got a different exhaust, you've got an engine cowl, and the actual wheels came as black, but the back wheel has been changed to a VFR wheel, and they've both been powder coated red. So it just ties in with the red on the bike rather nicely. I like it. It's what drew me to the bike, was the wheels themselves. Now this doesn't have modes. This is fairly old school, if you like, compared to the modern one. You've got the traditional style digital dash. So obviously you've got your speed here, your revs, got your fuel gauge down there, tells you if you're in neutral. The ABS and the oil light obviously go off as you pull away. And we changed the levers as well, put different levers on. But you will notice that there's a screen on there. So there is no screen on the limited, the new Black Edition. I would say you need a screen. I did experience a lot of wind buffeting, and I would put a screen on. And also the Black Edition has got LED lights, whereas my one is more traditional. But really nice. I really like the attention to detail that Honda put in. Again, really nice badges. Tail light is really nice. They do put a lot of detail into the styling. But I really like it. Comparing the two, which I'm being very fortunate to do, it is lighter, quicker, and you know I've had some fun on it. So I thought I'd start my bike up for you so you can see what it sounds like with the different exhaust on it. So here we go. It does sound nice. That is really nice. Got a really nice note to it. Especially when you're overtaking, you knock it down a gear and open it up, enough pop and bang, and you may get the odd flame, which I absolutely love. And then if we start this CB up, we just not quite there, but I think if you change the end can, it would completely change the noise of the exhaust, and it would be something I would do personally, only because I like a loud exhaust, and one that pops and bangs is just an added bonus as far as I'm concerned. So comparing the bikes like for like, this one to me feels lighter and more powerful. But saying that, my one is actually quite a light bike really anyway, so you're not talking a lot of difference. But this done half shift, you can definitely tell you got that extra 20 bhp. I really like it. I've had so much fun on it. Really good for overtaking. You don't even have to drop it a gear. It's quite happy just to open it up and go, and it does go. I've been really impressed with it. I would put a screen on though, because you do get a lot of wind buffeting, but I'm sure you can agree with me, they're both very lovely bikes, and I'm very fortunate to have one myself, although I do quite like this. But thank you to Honda UK for letting me have this for a couple of weeks. It's been a great couple of weeks. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you can check out my website bikerkaz.com, that would be great. Catch you guys soon.